Assalamu alaikum and welcome. In this video, I want to talk to you about a major question that I often receive from other Muslim entrepreneurs that are interested in starting their own business. And what they ask me is, Abby, what is the right time to start a business? When should I get started? Right now I have a job, I have many commitments, I have many things that I need to do, and I just don't know when is it that I should actually dive in and start focusing on building this business. Well, in this video, I want to give you the answer and give you some perspective on if you're thinking of starting a business, if you're considering, being an entrepreneur, what is it that you need to keep in mind and when is the best time to get started and start working on your business? Let's dive right in. All right, so when is the best time to start a business and work on a business? Now, I'm going to give you in this video a realistic answer based on my personal experience. I've started many businesses in the past, 3 to be exact. The first one got acquired, the second one is still in operation to this day, and the third one is also still in operation, which is Ummahpreneur, that you are witnessing right here in this video. Now, what is it that you should keep in mind when it comes to starting and building a business? The first thing is that, contrary to popular belief, building a business takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of commitment and it takes a lot of consistency. A lot of people like to say that business is a way for you to get rich quick. And that's really the idea that gurus are putting out there every single day. And marketers are trying to push to people to get them to buy their products and their courses and their services. But the truth is, building a great business takes time. And building a business is a marathon and not a sprint. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of consistency, and it takes a lot of small daily actions that as you move forward in time, those small daily actions will snowball, right? They're gonna get together and they're gonna snowball, and that ends up in massive growth and business success. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Building a business takes time. It's all about consistency. Number 2, before starting a business, what you wanna keep in mind is that building a business, okay, a big part of it is your attitude and your mindset. Do you have the right attitude to start working on a business? Because working on a business takes a lot of discipline and a lot of commitment, right? You have to be committed. If you start working on your business today and you abandon everything tomorrow, then you might as well not start at all, right? That's just the truth of it, because it does take a long time and it does take commitment and it does take hard work and consistency. You need to have the right mindset and the right level of commitment and the right level of passion to want to pursue this and really put effort and time into it. Now, how do you know if you do have the effort, you do have the discipline, you do have the time? Well, I have a very simple barometer that I tell people. I tell them this. I tell them, look, okay, if you're thinking of starting a business and you have this great idea and you haven't started working on it yet, what I recommend is put yourself to the test. Go and start working on your business immediately. Whether it's for 30 minutes a day or for an hour a day, just work on your business immediately and put time aside to go and really flesh out what is the idea that you're going to want to bring to life. What is this business going to be? Who is it going to serve? What problem is it going to solve? Right? And get clear on this and just take some time every day to really go and build your business and work on that, right? The initial stages. Now, if someone goes and tries to do that and then they realize, well, you know what, I'd rather go and watch Netflix, I'd rather go and, play video games, or I'd rather just, sit back and watch TV today. I don't really feel like I have the energy to work on my business. And this happens over and over and over again. Well, chances are you don't really want to build a business that badly. And that's just the truth. And that's okay. Not every person needs to be an entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneurship is awesome. It's one of the most rewarding paths in life, but not every person needs to be an entrepreneur. Some people are amazing entrepreneurs and they're meant to be entrepreneurs. Other people, they're happy in their job and their careers and what they're doing, and that's okay too. There's no problem with that. So the key really is, if you don't have the discipline, you don't have the passion, you're not excited enough about the idea of building a business to the point where you're willing to sit down and put 30 minutes aside every single day to work on that idea, work on that business right now in your current situation, then I really don't think that you should be, quitting your job or stopping other things to go and start a business. You want to be careful with that, right? So I don't think you should go and abandon whatever you're doing now to go and start a business. So when is the right time to start a business? When is the right time to say, okay, I want to go ahead and start working on a business. I want to start, this idea, but I have a full-time job. I have other commitments, I have other responsibilities. The answer is very simple. The best time to start working on your business is actually yesterday. The second best time is right now. Now, why am I saying this? Like I told you earlier in the video, building a business takes a lot of time. When I was first starting my marketing agency, we have a marketing agency where we work in the healthcare niche and we specialize within digital marketing. In our first 5 months within the business, all we were focusing on, all that I was doing, to be honest with you, was really making sure that I built out the brand, that I was getting very clear on what the offer was going to be, how I'm going to provide my services, who are the clients that I'm going to work with, going and growing our social media channels, connecting with potential clients, and all kinds of steps to start really building the foundation that would later allow me to grow this business and generate a halal income online. But in the beginning, I had to go and put in the time to build that foundation. And for many and most businesses, you are not going to get rich overnight. As I mentioned, building a great business takes time, and that's normal. That's completely okay. That's part of the process. And so really the best time to get started is right now. Because building a business takes time, you are doing yourself a favor if you start now and start working on the foundations, on the building blocks, on doing whatever you can do right now, right? So that when you're ready, or hopefully, inshallah, you can get to a point where your business grows enough to a point where your business income now surpasses other sources of income and you can just work on that full time. Now, one thing that I do want to mention is that I strongly recommend when starting a business that you maintain your current sources of income. So if you already have a job, if you already have a different source of revenue that you're getting from somewhere, it's important to maintain that and not completely cut it off to go and start a business for the first time. You don't yet know if the business is going to work out. You don't know how long it's going to take to become profitable. Now, one thing that is important to mention is that if you already have a current source of income, if you're already employed or you have a source of revenue from somewhere, it's important to continue maintaining that while building your business until it becomes profitable. And the reason why is because building a business takes time. It takes time to get your proof of concept, to go and land clients or generate sales. Especially if you're starting off, there's going to be a lot that you need to learn. And it's completely normal and it's part of the process. However, it's important to maintain your current employment income or other income that you may receive to sustain yourself so that you don't put yourself in an uncomfortable situation where you're now really rushing and squeezing yourself into a corner to try and generate income in your business, and now you're making bad decisions and you're not really approaching your business with a clear mind and with a level head. And so what I recommend is really start working on your business right now, no matter what it is that you're doing, no matter what other responsibilities you have, even if it's just 15-30 minutes a day. And what I really recommend starting with is just getting very clear on what is the actual business plan. So what is it that you plan to offer or sell, right? What is the business model that you're going to follow? Who are going to be your customers? How are you going to provide that service or that product to your customers? How are you going to market yourself? Get very clear on that. Do some research and understand your market inside out. Make sure that you do that first. And honestly, it only takes 15-30 minutes a day. And if you do that, you just sit down, you do some research every day, that's already a great start. And of course, if you don't find the discipline or the commitment, you're not passionate, excited enough about your business idea to do that, well then, maybe starting a business is not for you, and that's completely okay too. Now, I have one little pro tip that I want to give you guys. A little bonus for watching this video. We actually filmed a free training. It's about 40 minutes, and I'm going to link it in the description below this video. This free training will walk you through a very simple business model that I followed to make my first 6 figures in halal income online. How I did it, what was the business model that I followed, what is it that I did, what kind of offer or service that I had, how did I market myself. I walk you through step by step the entire process that I went through, and I share with you a little bit about my story as well. So I encourage you, if you want more information and more clarity on what business you should start, what is the business model that you should follow, then I really strongly recommend you check out this training as well. I'll link it in the description below this video, inshallah. And remember that the key to success in business is consistency. So put time aside every day and be consistent and work on it just a little bit at a time. And I promise you that is the key to being successful as an entrepreneur, inshallah. Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. and tune in next week for another video on Muslim entrepreneurship. I'll see you then. Assalamu alaikum.